Hello and welcome to this weather update. It's August 17th. It's about 8:30 on this sultry evening, and we've had some thunderstorms to the north of the area here in Long Island, but now we have a line that has formed that is approaching central New Jersey, and there is a severe thunderstorm warning out for that line. That line may or may not hold together for us, but we need to take a look and see what's going to be happening here, because this is the line right here that we have. We're actually going to look at several radars here and check out this line here that is moving through right now, central New Jersey. All right, so here we go. Here is the radar. A look at the radar, and you can see these strong cells. They're not in central Jersey yet. We're going to put this in motion. And yeah, by the way, I found out what was slowing down my computer. And if you have Windows 7, or like I run Windows 7, and it may be the case with other Windows. Just before I continue with this weather update, there is a service host, svchost.exe, that is a service called Superfetch. Superfetch. So if Superfetch uses a lot of memory, so I found it was slowing down my computer, and that's why I was having some problems. So hopefully that won't happen again. So you can see here we have these storms. Let me start that radar again, and you can see you have these storms right here. Actually, yeah, it stops when I put my mouse there. So you can see the storms, though. They are approaching, and this looks like quite a strong line of thunderstorms. It looks like it's starting to approach central New Jersey right now. We don't know if it's going to hold together, but let's take a look at the lightning detection and see how much lightning this is putting down. So here is the lightning detection, and you can see there's a lot of lightning going off right now. It's mostly western New Jersey, Hunterdon County. Looks like they're getting hit right now, so it's going to be moving eastward, and this is a line that has a severe thunderstorm warning out for it. So we don't know if it's going to hold together or not, but you know the way things have been this year, the storms have held together, and you can see. Let's go ahead. Let's look at all the lightning going off here. So there is a tremendous amount of lightning going off in this area right here with this thunderstorm. Oh wow, look at that! Wow. So these storms are moving eastward, and just to beware, I'll keep my eye on them, and if they do hold together for our area, I'll try to get a video of them. The good news is this is the beginning of the end for the heat for us. Have some really good news with the weather we're going to be talking about a little bit later on in this update, but you can see the lightning going off in this. It's crazy. I want to now go and look at some traffic cameras, if we can find any in the area, to take a look at these storms, because they really are exploding. You can see, look at all the lightning that is coming from these storms. Well, I'm sorry, I can't find any traffic cameras that work in that area, so I would just be wasting your time, because you'd just be clicking on a map and seeing cameras that are either frozen or have no screen whatsoever. New Jersey, I don't know what's up with their traffic cameras, but they don't work, most of them. Anyway, let's take a look at the GFS first, so you can get a look at the overall pattern change that we're about to undergo here, or shift in the weather. So you can see there's the cold front, and it's going to very slowly move through the area, and it's just getting close to our area. It's not really going to pass until tomorrow evening, and then it passes to the south of us. And then we have some nice cool weather, but there might be some clouds around, but it'll be cool weather. It starts warming up again ahead of the next system, and then we have another, looks like a big high pressure system that's going to come in and bring us some nice weather, perhaps, for the end of the week. So it could be clear weather. That would be nice. Could be clear, but then there's the whole thing with the smoke, which I'll have to talk about at the end of this video. So let's go ahead and look at some let's take a look at our area here, and let's take a look at some of these models here. Then I'm going to look now, because we're going to look at the HRRR, because that's really the model to look at when we are dealing with a situation with thunderstorms right now. Unfortunately, these models really don't pick up well. It actually does show the line a little bit, and does it hold together? It weakens. It has it falling apart as it moves east. So I'm thinking it's going to fall apart, probably. Well, that's what the model says. It doesn't necessarily mean that's what's going to happen, but that kind of setup usually they do, but it hasn't happened this year yet. So let's take a look at the NAM 3 kilometer and see what the NAM 3 kilometer has with this event. So You can see the NAM there. There's the line. Does the line hold together? It might hold together. It might. It might. Again, these are models. The models don't do a good job at predicting thunderstorms because there's too many variables. Just to give you a general sense, looks like the risk for thunderstorms is a little more diminished tomorrow, or maybe not. Looks like there could be some forming over the area tomorrow evening around 9 o'clock. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And then that threat moves away. So we are looking at hopefully a dry day on Sunday. Now, I'll show you what's going to happen with the temperatures, because this is going to be impressive. This is going to be impressive. You're going to see the change with the temperatures, and you're going to be very happy with that. So let's take a look at the temperatures here. And we have one more hot day tomorrow. You see that we have temperatures near 90. One more hot day tomorrow. One more humid day tomorrow, and then look what happens Sunday. Only in the 70s. Only in the 70s. Look at that. Monday, maybe 75 to 80. All right? And Tuesday, 75 to 80. So it doesn't start heating up again until Wednesday. All right? And then we get nice weather Thursday. Temperatures in the low 80s. And same thing for Friday. So that looks nice, and maybe we'll have a nice weekend next weekend. But that's, again, too far in advance. I really want to make this video more about the weather threat that we're undergoing. We're going to actually go look at the radar again at the end of this video. Let's see what the cloud fraction is here. Let's see if we get rid of these clouds at all for this weekend. So Sunday, now we're stuck in the clouds. Monday, yeah, you can see we're dealing with this stalled front that may or may not move far enough offshore. So we may still have to be dealing with plenty of clouds, but at least it will be cooler. But look at that. Maybe by Thursday we get some clear weather. Maybe, but it looks like that front still wants to hang up. So I'll have to see. It's far in the distance. It's really hard in the, in this at this point to really say what's going to happen with that. Hopefully that front can move offshore. But that ridge puts up a fight. Let's look at the dew point. And again, you'll see the change. Very humid tomorrow. Again, dew points in the 70s, low 70s. Probably maybe a little less than today. Today the dew points are very high. We actually have to look at the observations too. So, but when we get into Sunday, look at what happens. Dew points into the 60s now. Dew points are dropping. Look at that. Dew points, it's backed off a little bit on the lower dew points. Now it's saying dew points only getting down into the low 60s. So we'll have to see with that. And again, you could see, look at that. You could see that front right there. It's going to be coming through on Wednesday. And then we're going to get much drier air that's going to try to build in behind that front, hopefully. But you can see that ridge is still, look at that. That ridge is still putting up a fight, this freaking ridge here. Doesn't want to go away quietly. Well, hopefully it will go away, because we're tired of it. So let's go ahead and look at the NAM dew points. Curious to see what the NAM dew points are. This one might show a little more of a, you can still see very humid tomorrow. But look at that. You could really see the front right there. Look at that. But you see the front doesn't make it far. You could see low dew points, but the minute you go south, high dew points. So we're going to be dealing with stall front syndrome, perhaps. I'm just warning you. We're going to have relief, but we're going to be dealing with stall front syndrome, which means we're not going to be dealing with nice skies. But even if we did have nice skies, we may still have smoke. So let's take a look at those satellite pictures. All right, so let's take a look at the high-resolution satellite, and you can see there is a lot of smoke that is still coming off. Look at these fires. Look at these fires. Take a look at these. I mean, these are in British Columbia, and look at the smoke plume from them, and look at how it's spreading. It almost looks like a volcano going off. And then we have some more fires over here too that have popped up. It looks like at least they have some relief in Seattle now. At least the smoke has cleared away from Seattle and folks in the Pacific Northwest. But we still have these fires going on. Look at these fires going off in Southern Oregon, California. Bad news, folks. Bad news. They need rain over there. They need rain. And as long as those fires are burning. But the ones in Canada, my gosh. I mean, this is crazy. Look at that smoke plume. That is nuts. It is nuts. The air quality in places like Edmonton, Calgary, Saskatoon, and Winnipeg must be absolutely awful. And the smoke has made it down over Minneapolis now. So Minneapolis has been dealing with the smoke too as well. Very thick over Minneapolis. I really want to see some images from Minneapolis today. We're going to actually have to take a look at that in this weather update now. You can see this plume of smoke here that has just choked us here. It's just been awful. The smoke over our area, we've had more clouds today. You can see the smoke here, and I want to follow it actually all the way. Look at that. It's moving in over the United Kingdom. Even they're dealing with it. So that's just insanity right there. But again, you can see, look at how zoomed out we are. You can see just that big plume of smoke right there coming from these fires and spreading thousands and thousands of miles away. Is just crazy and very unusual, and it really should be what the news is talking about, but that's not what the news is talking about. Alright, I found a decent webcam finally after looking for a while. Just I wanted to show you the haze in Minneapolis area here. So this is in Champlin, Minnesota. That's where this webcam is, and we got to go through the night here. But you'll see how today the morning started off clear, and then the haze rolled in, and the sky just turned gray. So you're going to see that. I wanted to show that to you. But I don't really want to spend too much time in this weather update talking about the smoke, but you know, it's still a factor here, and you need to know about it. So you see, morning started off with blue sky, but look at what happened. The smoky haze rolled right in, right around 10 o'clock there. Those aren't clouds. That's all smoke. That's all smoke there in the Minneapolis area there in Minnesota. That's all smoke from the wildfires burning out of control in British Columbia. It's a pall of just, it's terrible. It really is terrible. So you can see the sun right there. So I wanted to show that to you, even if it took me some time to find something to show you. So I just wanted to show you the forecast for Minneapolis. You can see they actually have areas of smoke right in the forecast because that's how bad it is. And I'm pretty sure there's probably an air quality alert in effect. Let's take a look at the visibility. The airport says it's mostly cloudy overcast. It's not actual clouds. They're overcast and smoke. So it looks like the smoke is at a higher levels. It's not limiting the visibility at the surface, but it is at higher levels and causing an overcast sky reading at the airport. We look at the office. You'll see there'll probably be an air quality alert in effect. Yep, there is air quality alert in effect because of the smoke. Yep. And this is from the Canadian wildfires. You see right here, Canadian wildfire smoke originating from British Columbia, Alberta, and Western Ontario will continue to affect Minnesota Friday afternoon. So the waves of smoke will move over the air quality. So the smoke will be there for the weekend too. So this is like I said, it's very thick, unusually thick smoke. So let's take a look and see. This is air quality. They're all in an air quality alert here for Minnesota there. All right, so let's go back to our area and take a look at some of the observations, because we have thunderstorms on the prowl that we have to deal with. So I just want to look at the conditions outside in Farmingdale. 79 degrees, the dew point 75, so it is extremely humid again out there. We had a dew point reading of 76 earlier, and there were some dew point readings in the upper 70s at certain spots. You can see, that's Gabreski. I wanted to look at, looks like we have some severe thunderstorm warnings closing in. Yes, Shirley, look at that, dew point of 78 at Shirley. High temperatures got into the mid-80s today. Not as hot, but extremely humid. And I will go and look at Toms River. And just curious to see how hot Toms River got today. And yeah, they were much hotter in Toms River, 93. And you couple that up with a dew point of 77 and a reading of haze. It was haze. I wonder what that was from. I wonder if there was a fire in the Pine Barrens down there, perhaps causing some smoke and haze in that area, because the visibility went down to 2.50 at that time. So anyway, let's go back to that radar. We've got to look at these thunderstorms here. All right, so looks like they're starting to weaken a little bit, actually. Yeah, they're starting to weaken. Yeah, you can see how they're starting to become a little more diffuse, but they still have they have special marine warnings out for, I shouldn't have said severe thunderstorm warning, but there is severe thunderstorm warning as this moves into central Jersey here, but I think these might be weakening. And we have special marine warnings for western Long Island Sound and New York Harbor and the Atlantic Ocean off the south shore of Nassau County with this line of thunderstorms. So let's go back to the lightning maps and look and see where the lightning is. We'll just do that right now. Let's see what we've got going on with this line here as it is moving eastward. So yeah, I'm still seeing lightning strikes on here. Let me move this up. Let me zoom this out a little. It's too far zoomed in. Alright, so yeah, we still have lightning strikes going off with this line. So this line bears washing. It looks like it might be weakening a little bit, but you know, the ocean temperatures are so warm. We have so much humidity in the air. The thunderstorms seem to hold together now this year. You can see a whole bunch of strikes going off. So these storms still look pretty healthy to me. Alright, I have another weather camera to show you from Minneapolis of the wildfire smoke coming in. So you can see it starts off in clear skies. This is in Minneapolis. It starts off in clear skies. Look closely, you'll see the smoke roll in. There it is. See how it gets thicker and thicker, and it actually looks like it's become overcast. That's all smoke. Those aren't clouds. That's smoke. So you can see people posting about the smoke. Here you go. What would otherwise be a fairly clear day, Minneapolis is shrouded in high-level wildfire smoke from thousands of miles away. It's a routine sight here this time of year. A true sign of global warming and more frequent fires. There you go. I couldn't have said it better myself. There you go. And you can see the sun. Look at that. It's not a filter. That's smoke. It's actually blocked the sun. It's that thick. So, yeah. So I just figured I'd show that to you. Alright, well, last part of this video, we'll go back and look at, we'll try to see if we can find some more cameras in New Jersey showing these thunderstorms, and that'll be the last part of this video. Really nothing interesting going on at the web cameras there, so you can see how the dark reds have become like oranges, so I think this line is weakening. It's starting to, you know, weaken and kind of spread out. You know, that's usually the sign of dying thunderstorm, but I'll keep my eye on it. Just beware of thunderstorms on the prowl tonight, and they will be on the prowl again tomorrow in the afternoon and the evening too, before things finally cool off and we get rid of some of this humidity and get some cooler temperatures. So that will conclude this weather update. Thank you for watching.